Hello and welcome back to Bobcat Sports Weekly. I am your host, Nick Brown.
And I'm Ethan Bishop.
This is our 13th installment of Bobcat Sports Weekly. The Bobcats had a very successful week in cross country, volleyball, and football. Actually didn't lose last week, a great bounce back from the previous week. We'll get right into that shortly with a few highlights and other interviews, hopefully. And let's get right into the news.
So the football team, they were at home this week. It was a camo night for the student section. It was a pretty small student section. A very, very cold night, actually, for the Bobcats. But also a very victorious night, too. The Bobcats came out 24-0 against Carroll County. Carroll County, they're a decent opponent. They weren't terrible, but they aren't the best either. But it's a good way to bounce back from last week, too. So very happy about that.
Yep, Bobcats came back with a little bit of a vengeance from dropping the one at Floyd. They came back, won 24-0. Actually had a pretty good passing game in the offense, good rushing game. Defense again, forcing 3 turnovers this week. Also held them to only 253 total yards. A lot of that actually came in the passing game. Brady Dalton was 13-28 for 173 passing yards. He had fortunately for himself, he threw 2 interceptions. One was Darius Wesley Brubeck, and the other was Kamari. That's Kamari's second interception in the past 2 games. Pretty impressive about that one. So he actually had 3 20-plus passing plays. His longest was 39 yards. They moved the ball up downfield pretty well, but stalled out in the red zone and on our side of the field on 4th downs and 2 interceptions. And then there's a fumble forced by, if I'm not mistaken, Ethan Hoffman, picked up by Zane. So Bobcats forcing turnovers in the right moments and getting stops in the right moments, also stopping them.
It also helps, too. Our offense, they got off to kind of a slow start, but they really picked it up in the end. Zane Roop, he had 6 completions for 112 yards. So, I mean, a pretty good game for him. Yeah, he also had a touchdown with it, too. But obviously our rushing game is the strong suit of our offense. We had Jarrell Baylor. He had 13 attempts for 77. Not bad at all. Also a touchdown. It was a very, strong touchdown, too.
Broke a couple tackles.
Yeah, he was rumbling and bumbling. He's a big old boy.
Yeah, big old boy.
We also had Darius Wesley Brubeck, 9 attempts for 45 yards. And then our biggest rusher, Zane Roop, also our quarterback, sneaky fast. And he was 14 for 101 yards and also a touchdown, too. So he had a very good game. And so we're very excited about that.
Yep, Bobcats overall just pretty victorious. Game went by fast, thankfully. It was really cold. But overall, pretty fun night. Everybody was in good spirits. Sideline was good spirits. Senior night for all of the seniors we had. So obviously, Ashley Burdett graduating this year along with Kip Green, Ben Cox, Justice Marshall, Jonathan Gerald. Who else am I leaving out? Ethan Hoffman, Andrew Overson.
Alex Howard,
one of our leading wide receivers. So losing a couple pretty big pieces for the Bobcats.
Yeah, definitely our line will take a little bit of a hit because we're losing pretty much almost all of our guys.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep. I mean that's just the way high school sports go. They'll be fine next year. There's no need to worry. But yep, it was good to send the seniors off in a good way. But this week, first round of the playoff time. This is big boy time now.
Yep, we got Patrick Henry coming into our home field. Patrick Henry, I think it's their first time ever making the playoffs before. So I mean, congratulations to them. They're 5-5 on the season right now. But I think the Bobcats, we should be able to pull out our first dub of the playoffs. So let's go Bobcats.
No theme currently at the moment. Not sure if we're going to have one. Might just make it Bobcat theme. It will be another chilly night.
Yeah, hopefully just a warmth theme, honestly. That's what I just
dress warm, folks. But, 5-5 on the season. The Cougars will be coming in. Hopefully the Bobcats can take them down. Just pretty darn good for overall. Fun fact. So, obviously, we beat Pulaski earlier in the benefit game. 17-7, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. They actually only lost to Salem 12-6 this
Really?
week.
Salem's they're top
Pulaski.
team in the time zone. So
And Pulaski is number 2 in their region, the 2 seed behind
Mm-hmm.
Salem. So that win looks really freaking good right now.
Yeah,
after that.
I would say that's a big win. They're a 4A school too, and we're only a 2A.
Mhm.
I think that's a gigantic win to have.
Mhm.
Obviously, we've had a couple of injuries over the season, which have
Mhm.
just set us back a little bit, and obviously just some other harder times. But overall, I think we're looking very good right now, heading into playoffs right now.
Yep, so playoff picture will keep on rolling. Not sure who the following opponent will be if we the winner of this. We'll keep you updated on that. But yep, first round of playoffs. This is fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're not the only team in the playoffs, and we'll get into more of that. But Bobcats 1-0 on the week for football, 24-0. It was a good weekend.
It was a very good weekend. Also, a very cold weekend.
It was. But yep, go Bobcats, and we'll see you in the playoff picture this Friday. So the Bobcats volleyball team went 0-2 2 weeks ago, lost to Floyd and, if I'm not mistaken, Carroll County. But they bounced back as playoffs started last week. Region's quarterfinals last week, dominating Gretna 3-1. And then later in the week, swept the Raiders of Appomattox. And they now advance to the region finals and are guaranteed a spot in the state tournament. On Tuesday, they will face for round 3 against the Floyd County Buffaloes.
Yep, we head on to Christiansburg High School. Is where the game will be played. Pulaski, a very, very solid team. Obviously, we know Pulaski very well here at Radford, and they talk a lot of trash to us. We also talk a lot of trash to them. So it's going to be a very dramatic game, but it's also going to be a very fun game too. And hopefully, our girls can pull out a win.
Bobcats still a little salty, obviously to Floyd for we lost 2 times earlier this season. Lost 3-0 at their place and then lost 3-1 on senior night here. And then obviously losing to them in football, and then the whole Kip Green deal has really put a little extra salt into this one. Both teams guaranteed a spot into the playoffs for states, but it's a big thing. I was talking to Coach Wade. The winner of this will have the chance, if they win obviously, to host the state quarterfinals and state semifinals. So if we win, or if Floyd wins, we will host first round state playoffs. If we win that, we host the semifinals state playoffs. So big implications there. Obviously, not wanting to travel for the state tournament, but Floyd's pretty darn good. If if you look back at how we played him earlier this season,
Yeah, they're definitely a very, very solid opponent to go up against right now.
They're very smart, very well coached. Actually, have 3 daughters of the head coach on the team right now, a senior and a pair of twins as sophomores. So that kind of helps.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
But we have a daughter of a head coach on our team.
That is also true. Also a daughter that's going to Florida to play.
Heck yeah, that is right. Trinity Adams. They'll be gearing up. You'll obviously see this after this game. But guaranteed a spot in the state tournament. Pretty darn special. If I'm not mistaken, 5th year in a row being guaranteed a spot in the state tournament. Pretty darn good, actually. Coach Adams has really built something special here.
Yeah, we're definitely very excited. So obviously, last year was our first state championship that we had in volleyball in a long time, and then also too, it's looking like we might have a solid chance this year too. So hopefully our Bobcats can put in some work.
Floyd will be bringing a few pet buses, and I have heard rumors of a pet bus of ours for the game, but it's at Christiansburg. You'll see it all on Twitter. We'll tweet, follow that one all out. Bobcat Sports Live. Hopefully they can win. If not, we're still going to state playoffs, and still pretty darn cool, and still got the chance no matter what. But Floyd's pretty darn good, so we'll see what happens for the Bobcats. Obviously, we want them to win, but if not, we're still in state playoff, and we're still in the state picture, so still kind of a win-win situation.
Yes, sir. The cross country team, they ran in their Region C championship. They went to Green Hill Park and hosted by Glenver High School. It's in Salem. It's also where the state meet's going to be this Saturday. And our girls came in first, and also our boys came in second. So both teams are going to states, and obviously we're very happy about that.
Yep. Boys actually still have the record in the state for most consecutive state meet appearances. That's 15 in a row. So unbelievable achievement for Coach Carrow, and that leads the state in all levels. So that's pretty insane. But yep, came in second. We had William Hardick coming in fourth overall out of, let's see how many runners. We had 70 runners. So fourth overall for William Hardick. He had a time of 17:12. Pretty good running there. We also had coming in 10th is Cyrus, his little brother. So the brother is doing pretty darn well this season. They continued it in regions. Cyrus came in 10th with a time of 18:04. And then in third place for the Bobcats, we had Jacob Porter, 17th place. Tregoat is his nickname. He had 18:21. So Bobcats, boys getting to state again, came in second. And
so our girls, on the other hand, too, they also had a very successful meet, coming in first. Some of our top runners, Emma Hastings-Crummy coming at fourth, Abby Barnes coming in at sixth, 2 spots after. And then we also had Angie Lynn and Annalise Stewart coming in at 7 and 8. So not too bad for the Bobcats. Obviously, our top 4 runners, all in the top 10 of it. Ellie Buskill still just three spots out of the top 10. And then Sophie Graham coming in at 18 out of, let's see here, 62 runners.
Pretty darn good.
Not too bad. I think they might be the favorites to win states this year. They're very good this year. I mean, you can't really compete with 4 of our players going into the top 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can't really be sad about that or anything. Obviously, very much to look forward to.
Yep. Miles Stat announced that Bobcats are the favorite to win states, and the girls, guys projected to be top 3. Union's projected to win for the boys, but I've heard rumors that if we just do one more better than them, then we can win it. So that's all that needs to happen is for us to climb that ladder and take down Union, and then we can get, obviously get 2 state championships in the same day. It'd be pretty darn cool. That will be at Glenver. At what park is this? Green Hill Park in Salem, Virginia. You'll see this on Friday if you're watching this. So please come out and watch them on Saturday because there will be a state championship, 2 state championships on the line. So please come out and support them. And cross-country meets are fun. They're also pretty quick. I mean, you look at these times, and they all end, and all the runners are done for boys in 30 minutes, and girls are obviously done in less than 35 minutes. So, very quick meet. But we're there to support them and watch us win a few state rings.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see us get another state championship. Even if we come runner-up, too, just adds to the mini trophies of Mr. Carrow's collection. And speaking of Mr. Carrow, we actually got an interview with him, so roll that.
Hello and welcome to the Bobcat Sports Weekly exclusive interview with the head cross-country coach and math teacher, Mr. Carrow. Thank you for joining us here on the scene.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. This is one of the most decorated coaches in the 2A state spectrum, obviously in cross-country. But he is also tied for Coach Cormany in most state championships as a head coach at 6. He has 7. One of them was as an assistant coach, am I correct?
Correct.
All right, so he has one more kind of as a coach, but as a head coach, he's tied with Coach Cormany, and you're hoping to break that tie this weekend, correct?
For the short term, I know that come November he's gonna, January he's gonna have a good shot of joining back up with them.
Yeah. So we're obviously very blessed to have 2 legendary coaches here. They're probably gonna have to name something after you when you're gone. After all of those state championships. So 16 years in a row, you've gone to states, right?
Yeah, for 16 years we've taken the boys and girls team.
Okay, so that's pretty ridiculous, but are you still nervous?
Yeah, I get nervous. I just want, I go to state just hoping, run a good day is all I've ever asked for is just to have a good day. I don't care if they run their best. I just don't want it to be the worst.
Yeah, obviously. We're obviously talking to people that have been to state tournaments multiple times. They say, oh, you still get nervous. And you talk about even Tom Brady says he gets nervous in the Super Bowl. So, girls are picked to be the favorites, right, for this state championship.
Looks that way on paper.
Okay, on paper. Boys, where are they looking right now?
On paper, it looks anywhere. I mean, second, third.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So obviously, girls picked to be a favorite. What do the boys need to do to take home that title?
We're gonna have a really great race from our basically 2, 3, and 4 runner. Have to really beat Union's number 3 runner.
Okay. So,
That's our goal.
yeah. So Union's obviously
Yes.
top dog. One knocked them off. They're kind of sneaky down there. I mean, they're in the middle of nowhere, but they're always competing up there. Taking on they're 1 seed coming out of Region D for volleyball also. So they're always competitive up there. They won golf last year. So
Wow.
they're pretty. It's pretty different how they're coming out of nowhere, and then they're always competing well. Different scenery this year. Obviously, normally it's up north in Nova, but this year it's just in little old Salem. How's that gonna change things really for us? I mean, I know short bus ride.
Short bus ride, flat course, which should be make times really good. It's close, which is I'm hoping that we can get a lot of RHS students up there to support us this year and cheer them on.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Follow the Twitter account. I'll be updating that. Boys run first or girls?
Girls.
Girls run first, 10:30.
10:30.
Boys at 11:15. I knew the times. At
Yep,
least.
it's really good.
Yep, so I will be there covering that. Follow the Twitter account. You'll definitely hear the results first for the girls and then the boys. Hopefully we can get more students out there. It's only about a 30-minute drive up there. And then volleyball coming after. So it'll be an action-packed game for the day for the Bobcats on Saturday. But definitely 2 state championships on the line. And hopefully you can have 8 total titles at the end. That would be pretty freaking sweet.
That would be nice.
We would love that. But yeah, if you're watching this, Coach Cormany, this man's coming for you. One more thing. So you said that you say just like to run well. I mean, you say anything else really before?
To the runners?
Yeah.
No, I just tell them, we've worked hard. We've been at it since June. You've put in the time. So, you've worked hard. So let's use what you learned and what you've gathered and just put it to use.
One more question. Why do your students enjoy doing this? We've been
I'm not so
wondering
sure
this.
they really enjoy it. I think it's knowing. I hope that it's knowing that we've had success, and when you have success, everybody wants to jump in with that success. And it's like your team starts winning pro football, and then you see all these fans come out of the road. I kind of think that's what it's like. We've had success since day one, and I really kids just want to be a part of something successful in their life.
Yep, so banners definitely very decorated in the gym with cross country. Hopefully we can get at least 1 more this weekend. Best case scenario would be 2. Very excited for you guys. Obviously, state championships. Obviously, we're title town. We love having them. But, it'd be awesome if we could get a fall sweep. The state titles.
That would be nice.
Football is going to struggle when we get up to the upper level in playoffs. But, volleyball's got the chance, and then definitely you two. That'd be awesome if we could do that.
It'd be great.
Yep, so looking for another great season for cross country. Thank you again. This is one of the most decorated coaches in the state of Virginia. So this is a true legend right here, and we can't thank him enough for everything he's done here at Radford. So thank you again for coming in.
You.
It was fun, and we'll get right back to our show.
Thank you to Coach Carrow for coming in. We obviously appreciate it very much. Obviously, glad to see that he's back in another state championship for cross country. And go Bobcats.
So, very successful week for the Bobcats. 5-0 combined sports, 4-0 combined sports on the week. Very special to bounce back after going 0-3 the previous week. So, very much needed for some school pride and just getting some overall morale boosted here in the school. Gearing up for playoffs, state championships. 2 are on the line, girls and boys cross country. Please go watch them on Saturday at Green Hill Park in Salem. Not too far, about a 30-minute drive. So please go watch them. Support your fellow Bobcats and Bobcat Nation. Girls have a region championship on the line for volleyball Tuesday. You'll see the results of that somewhere on social media, anywhere. And then football on Friday. You'll see this before that game. We'll play quarterfinals of regions versus Patrick County, the Cougars, and we will we're excited, gearing up for all the playoffs. And this is Monday, recording Monday. It's the first day of winter sports practice. So,
yep, basketball
team.
tryouts are happening today. I think they last until Wednesday. We've also got swimming that's starting today. So
indoor track,
indoor
field.
track.
So we're all right. We're gearing up, man. We got the transition going, but most importantly, we got state titles on the line this Saturday, and that'd be pretty darn cool if we can start out the season 3 for 3 in state championships in our sport. That'd
Yes,
be
sir.
pretty darn cool.
So we want to give a big thank you to Mr. Carrow for coming in. We also want to thank Doug Knipe, who doesn't get enough love for all he does for this show for us. He provides us with the videos that y'all see every single week and pictures that y'all see for the football team. We obviously want to thank him a lot. He's definitely helped our episodes a lot. So big thank you to Doug Knipe. He's been our guy.
Yeah, he has been the man. His wife is the one taking the pictures, Miss Knipe. So very thankful for the Knipes and all they do. Thank you again for everything. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Also, too, if you want to stay tuned on live action of Bobcat Sports, my man right here posts every single week for Bobcat Sports Live on Twitter. Keeps you updated on everything.
Yep.
So be sure
Please
to
go
check
follow
that
that.
out. And I think you're over 200 followers now.
Yep,
on-
we
on
hit
Bobcat
over
Sports Live.
220 this weekend.
Wow.
Pretty darn cool. Yep, go follow that. We tweet daily, schedule and the results of the previous day. So go follow that if you want to keep updated. But overall, good week, and hopefully another good week is afoot in front of us. So thanks again for watching. This has been Nick Brown,
Ethan Bishop.
our 13th episode, and go Bobcats.